Sagittarius. Okay. So as soon as I get into y'all energy, I heard you gotta do what you gotta do. Hey, Moesha. So some of you actually need to go look at Moesha. Moesha season 3, episode 13. Season 3, episode 13. Somebody needs to go watch that. One of these Sagittarius needs to go watch Moesha. Season 3, episode 13. There's going to be a message in that for you. Let me continue. Okay. For the others of you, you have to do some teenage healing. Some teenage years healing. Let me explain that. So pretty much all of your teenage years, you need to go back to those, go back. You have to go back. You got to go look back in time. And you have to look at how your teenage years have changed you to the person that you are today. Those positive ways, those negative ways, but really look into those negative ways so that you can heal those things, so that you can become a better person. There's a Sagittarius here that keeps trying to figure out like why things keep happening to them, why things keep happening, why bad things keep happening, why I feel like every time you try to do something, every time you try something new, it always turn out to be a bad thing. Let me listen. Okay. Much like some of the other fire signs, it's because of how you showed up to people. But I also feel like it's mostly how you're showing up to yourself as well. How you expect people to show up to you better, but you're not showing up to yourself better. You're not showing up for your physical health, for your mental health, in your emotional health, even your spiritual health. Some of the Sagittarius here, you need to do some spiritual hygiene. Okay. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. There's a lot of luck for the Sagittarius this season for some reason. A lot of luck if you've been doing the right thing. I heard the righteous thing. I keep hearing following by the word. And they're not saying like the word of the book. They're saying your own word. Your word that you've been making with Source. Your word that you've been making with the Most High. The prayers that you've been setting out. Those intentions that you've been setting out. Follow by your word. Okay. Sagittarius, some of you are being tested here, challenged, so that you can enter into new spaces. Y'all need a challenge. Okay. Is there anything else for the Sagittarius? Oh. There's a Sagittarius that's missing the church, that needs to reunite with the church, but you haven't done so yet because there's past church hurt. Let's revisit that. Let's go ahead and start to redirect some of that energy. But I also keep hearing you need to understand that you're going to church for God. You're going to church for the word. You're going to church for healing, for understanding, for connection, as that should be your intentions. Anything outside of that shouldn't be your concern. That's connected to someone with a grandmother with an H name. I don't know if it's like a Hattie May. Hattie May. Also just seen Henderson. They just flashed Henderson in my mind. There's someone here, there's a Sagittarius here that's thinking about going to college or going back to college. Please do. For like the last 17 years, now this is someone specifically, for like the last 17 years, there's a Sagittarius here that's just been letting life pass them by for real. You've just been going with the punches, and you have all this bottled up energy, bottled up anger, frustration, bottled up resentment towards so many people. Let all of it go. because you're holding all of this in, whereas everybody else who did things to you in the past, they're not holding it in with the situations, with how the situations transpire, with how they have responded to your energy. They're not holding none of it in. Yes, they're receiving their karma, but they're not being haunted by some of these situations, but they're receiving their karma. You're keeping yourself in the past, Sagittarius. There's no need for it. I keep hearing, I know I need to go to therapy. I know I need to go to therapy. If you know, why you didn't go to therapy yet? Go to therapy. Go to therapy. Go to therapy, please. And if you may not be comfortable going to a therapist, you know there's also an option of going to certain mediums, certain psychics, certain practitioners, certain spiritualists, certain diviners who can kind of help you navigate your healing a little better. So you can look into that as well. That's another route that you can go. Go where you feel led. Go where you feel most comfortable. But let's work on some healing. Because you deserve love. You deserve peace. You deserve happiness too, Sagittarius. And I keep hearing someone say, I don't want to be this way. You know you want to change. You know there's things that you're trying to do. You know you deserve better. You know things need to change. Come on. Come on, let's get it together. Let's make it happen. Okay. Let me try to look into the collective energy for the Sagittarius really quickly. Money, money, money. Spoken on money already. Okay. Love. I try to go to love if somebody did this. Like, okay. There's in Sagittarius here that's kind of debating on leaving a relationship with someone or like a marriage. It feels like it's a long-term situation, but this can be connected to a few different energies. For someone where this might be a long-term situation with the Sagittarius, there's a lot of love here, but there's like the fire between the relationship, it's not there anymore. It's been lost. It needs to be reignited. It needs to be found again. Y'all gotta love each other again. Y'all gotta fall back in love with each other. Y'all have to go back to the crush stage. Even if it's what I keep saying is you two. It may seem kind of corny, but who cares? But what I keep saying, you two like reintroducing yourselves, like getting to know each other again. Yeah, y'all may have been married for this long. Okay, we get that. But y'all have to into like a new space. Let the past be in the past. You have to put it all down on the line, put it all down on the table, and then let's move forward because there is love here. I feel it. There is love here, but we have to get past the things that happened in the past. We have to get past you know what happened in the past, why there was issues? Because you both were not fully healing. You both were not fully growing at the same spaces at the same pace. And it caused the union to divide a little bit. Okay. But the spirit I keep hearing, they said they're going to calm the waters, smooth those waters out a little bit. For someone specifically, your aunt just crossed over. I keep hearing, I see the hair. I don't know how to describe it, but it's almost like curls a bit, but it's not too curly. It's like a medium curl, if that makes sense. I think it's a medium curl. But it looks like a long medium curl. It looks brown to me. But it looks like something that they would wear back in the day. I want to say probably maybe like the 60s. Maybe the 60s. For this specific aunt, I don't know why she's showing her eating some chips. It's a yellow